All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakak. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect to the nation of Israel. And this is going to be a video on how a lot of you women out there celebrate and worship celebrities too much, right? Which you shouldn't be worshiping them at all, right? A lot of you UK Jakes have got the same two-third spirit that a lot of the Israelites in Babylon the Great have got. And if you was in Babylon the Great, you would be a part of that two-thirds that are going to get destroyed, man. Right? You would be a part of that same thing. And spiritually, you're just exact same kind of vessel as what those ones are. Right? Because you've got this thing going around right now where you've got a UK celebrity where he was drink driving, right? And if you've seen the video, he was going off, man. Like the speed that he was going in that car, and the person tried to quickly rush across the street to get out of the way. They didn't stand a chance. And that was a big vehicle, man. One of them big 4x4 type style cars. That guy didn't have a chance of escaping getting hit by that car. And I've been hit by a car before, right? I've been hit by a car before when I was younger, right? And twice, in fact, right? And some of y'all might think that's funny or whatever, but in those situations, I could have died. I've been in a situation where I was with my mom before when I was younger, like even less than 10 years old, right? And I'm crossing the street and a car, one of them boy racers or whatever, came around the corner, speeding fast as hell. Man, it's like man was drifting, revving up his car fast as hell, hit me and my mom. We both went flying in the sky, man. And my mom went landing straight into the windscreen, and I went flying somewhere across the road. My shoe fell off and everything, right? So you people can't try and tell me that I don't know nothing about what I'm talking about, because I've been at the receiving end of getting hit by a car. I've been at the receiving end of getting hit by a car, man. And in that situation, I could have died. Now, had I have, according to how some of you people are, had I have been hit by this UK celebrity or by any celebrity that you people like, and I would have died and my mom would have died in this scenario, right? And we don't even have to use me. Anyone else that gets hit by a car, if it's hit by a celebrity that you like, that you've got their album, or I've bought their album, or I've watched all their movies, let him off. Oh, come on, man. He shouldn't go jail. She shouldn't go jail because they're a good actor. How are we gonna get a season 2 if they go jail? How are we gonna get another season of our favorite show? They'll use another actor. That's how. How we're gonna get more album? You won't get another album, man. Oh well. Because if that celebrity, when all you women that worship these celebrities and all you women that worship these roadmen, right? And I'm talking about you UK fots right now, man. Right? All you UK harlots, right? You 304s, the UK version, right? You want to be Miami women. You want to be London, Miami, and Birmingham and Manchester, Miami women and all that. When they ain't no Miami over here, right? There ain't no Miami vibes over in the UK. It doesn't have it. But you want to try and be on that kind of spirit. And some of you travel over there. Some of you have been to Dubai and met the Nutella man. You understand me? Some of you have been over there to Dubai being weird. Some of you same UK women that you think you're the stuff and you're nothing. You're nothing but a walking toilet, right? That's what you turned yourself into, right? So don't even dare, if you come across this video, get on no high horse with me. I'm not hearing it. The moment you went to Dubai and did what you did, all you women out there, you ain't got nothing to say to me. I don't care how much money they gave you. They could have gave you half of Dubai's riches. You know what you did over there. So you've lost your bragging rights with me, right? And with anyone else that believes the same doctrine that I believe, man, that we're the Israelites. Because an Israelite with any honor wouldn't do that. They'd rather be poor. Like some of you people, if according to how you act, if it's a person that's of a certain ranking in this world, then you'll let them off. You don't care about justice, man. You care about what your favorite celebrity is gonna do. Oh, but he's talented. But in the moment that same talented rapper does something to you, or that talented musician, or that talented singer or actor screws you over, now you want some justice, right? The moment some of you women get in relationships with these people, if you don't get to put them on child support, now you want to talk about how bad of a man he was, right? Now you want to try and set your smear campaign. But what about before, though? All the stuff you've seen before? You didn't know that there was a bad person before when you saw them doing bad things to everyone else, or you thought you were special? Or you thought you were special, that they wouldn't do nothing bad to you? No, you ain't nothing either in their eyes, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 9 and verse 4. Take ye heed every one of his neighbor. And we as Israelites, we have to take heed of you Israelites, man. Of you Israelites that don't believe that you are. Because you'll be quick to come up with that free up black people, then we have to free up black people, then. They're just against our skin color. They're just our skin color, you know. Mate, nah, man. Y'all try and use that skin color excuse when you're doing wrong. You can't try and blame, they're bothering me because of my skin color, but you've actually did something wrong. Now, if you haven't did anything wrong and they're trying to accuse you of doing something wrong because of your skin color, then you can say that. But it's not because of your skin color why they bother you anyway. It's because you're an Israelite. But none of you want to believe that, though. Like, I even seen this guy that scoffed Satan the sinner. He's scoffed against the Israelites before, but he's just I'm planning on doing a video on it, Lord willing, if I remember, if Yahweh allows me to do it. But he's did 2 videos that I've seen so far of him being a plantation owner and switching the roles between the Israelites and the Edomites. And he looked like he was having a whale of a time doing those videos. My man had a whip out and that, lashing people on their back and everything. Like, he looked like he was having a whale of a time doing that, but he scoffed the Israelites though. But we're saying that those kind of things that happen in that video are really going to happen, but it ain't going to be no role reversal like where we're pretty much just acting like how an Edomite act. We're going to be acting like how we act. We're going to be how an Israelite is. He even in the video had an Edomite woman, and I thought this was hilarious. He had an Edomite woman mention the actual appearance of the Lord. Skin like burnt bronze, hair like wool. He had him mention it and everything, man. The video is quite funny to me. And I don't care whether you people want to say, you think that's funny, do you? Yeah, I do. I do think it's funny. Revelation 13 and verse 9. He that have a ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. I want the people that oppressed my forefathers and the people that are oppressing me and my people right now. I want them to experience that. And I don't care whether you people think that, that's harsh, because you don't care about my side. Your people have actually did these things and are still doing them. It's not like when we look at you now, you're just so righteous. No, you're not righteous now either. And all those events that took place in the Atlantic slave trade gave you a head start and gave you the ability to do all the oppression that you're doing now. Because if those things never took place, you wouldn't be able to be in the situation where you are right now to do the oppression that you're doing now. Those things gave you the power to do the oppression types that you're doing now. Because most of our people don't know who they are. They've heard, but they scoff. Like, you got this big fool Drusky, right? He's doing skits mocking the Hebrew Israelites. But it's not even, it wasn't even funny. People have already did that before. And one actor that did that before, he's the friend that he did it with died, and he ended up seeing a Hebrew Israelite in real life and apologized and got scared, put a post on his account apologizing, and then these managers must have came and told him, yo, you better take that down. And now he's back in the limelight again. He's kind of got comedy shows and that. He's kind of, but at that moment when he saw his friend passed away, he was scared, man. So all you people can laugh as much as you want. He got told to do that. And he's such a big fat coward that he did it. Because he got to keep the money coming in, could have been, should have been records and all that, right? But it's not, everything's not funny all the time. Everything's not funny. And then he tried to show afterwards, that they was bunning out the Edomite woman. But then they was trying to holler at them. Listen, man, in the kingdom, in the kingdom, right? Even though it's going to be clearly established that an Edomite's an Edomite and we're an Israelite, mate, things are going to be happening in that kingdom, man. Willingly too. Things are going to be happening in that kingdom. And every single woman ain't going to get a chance neither. It's going to be choice, the best of the best, mate. That's only going to be getting a chance. And take that as you will. I don't really care what you people have got to say about that, man. Because when all the things that have happened to us happened in our life, nobody wanted to pull out John 3:16. Nobody wanted to pull out there's neither Jew nor Greek then. Nobody wanted to say that we're all from Adam at the end of the day. None of that. Nobody knew any of that then. And all you other nations that try and tell us get over it and say things that run your mouth, you're not saying that when it's a grievance that you've got, though, is it? You're not saying that when you're complaining about things that have had happened to you, though, are you? The worst oppression that was ever done on this earth was done to our people. Because Esau did it, but all you other nations helped as well. And then all tried to gaslight us and make it like it never happened. Oh, everyone's been through things. Okay, so then you admit we've been through something then. Oh, no, but everyone's been through things. Yeah, so we've been through something then. No, but everyone's been through things. And I've got a grievance that I want. Yeah, let's start talking about grievance. You're right. Let's start talking about grievances. And I've got a grievance that you're going to have to let your grievance wait. Because I've got a grievance that I've got. Oh, but you never started even wanting to talk about grievances until we started complaining. And now you're trying to jump the queue on what we're oppressed about and bothered with and make our thing be at the back to the point where people try and compare being an Israelite, being a so-called black man, Latino and Native American, they try to compare that oppression with being an alphabet and a rainbow. Because you like getting it up the back shaft and you're a man, that's the same as people just bothering you because of your skin color. No, one of things weird. One thing makes you a weirdo. Yeah? If you like the first thing that I mentioned, you are a weirdo, bro. It's weird enough if a man does that to a woman. That's weird enough. That's off according to the scriptures. Never mind the other thing. But verse 4 anyway, take ye heed every one of his neighbor, and trust ye not in any brother, for every brother will utterly supplant, every neighbor will walk with slanders, and that's what these people do. They're crying over this UK artist. You're praying on his downfall, you're praying on his downfall. Shut up, man. No, we never told him to do what he did we? And the thing is, did he hear about the Israelites? Had he heard about this? And had he probably scoffed? He might have, for all I know, seen one of them people in this walking down the streets and just looked at him like, he's one of them, man. Who knows, man? Who knows? And not that I'm saying that they'd care about his funky ass money, but he probably could have dropped them some money to be like, yo, I can't openly say what I'm about. They probably would have rejected it anyway. But he can't say, oh, I understand what you're about and I rate it and that. But obviously, because of my fame levels, I can't come out and say exactly what I'm on, bro. So here, hold that. He could have said something like that. Now, again, who cares? No one's asking for his funky ass money. No one's asking. But he could have did something to show faith towards the Lord. But did he though? Did he? Or was he feeling himself, right? And thinking that he's one of the Fast and Furious characters, bro? Which one was it? Which one, man? And then all you hoes that one was hoping that he was going to pay all your bills. Now you're trying to defend him. Mate, he would have just clapped the cheeks and wouldn't have wifed you up anyway. So who cares, man? You weren't going to be his wife, were you? And one of the main women that's running her mouth is somebody that's ended up on a couple of videos that I've seen about wicked ass Israelite women, right? Which made me start a whole playlist on women getting rebuked, man. I think the first video or one of the first 5 videos have got her in there because she's a demon, man. And she walks around and talks as if she's some 10 out of 10. Mate, she's barely a 5, bro. And that I can say that because she might think I'm ugly. Well, okay. She might think I'm 0 out of 10. That's cool. I think she's 5 out of 10, man. And I don't care. I don't think she's some fine Israelite woman. She ain't one of the Israelite women like, man, I can't. She ain't one of them Israelite women that you'd see and be like, man, if women can look like that now, I can't wait to see what they look like in the kingdom. We ain't thinking that when we see her. I'm not anyway. I'm not. The kind of Israelite woman that I think looks attractive definitely don't look like her. I'll tell you that from now. Definitely don't look like that damn demon woman that I'm thinking of in my head. She's a wicked wretch, man. And she's going to get judged too. Yahweh's got something planned for her as well, man. Because she's proud. She walked past one of the camps and was proud as hell from what I heard. Just being a demon for no reason. Playing around with her knot hair. Trying to zhuzh up something on her head that's not even her hair, by the way. Getting all sour when Ginger J told you Israelite women about yourself like you needed to be told, right? But then defending this, you're a demon. You're a demon, man. Verse 4, take ye heed every one of his neighbor, and trust ye not in any brother, for every brother will utterly supplant, and every neighbor will walk with slanders, and they will deceive everyone his neighbor and will not speak the truth. And that's what some of these jakes don't want to do. They don't want to speak the truth. Some of you people are so focused on trying to make it in this world, right, that you've said to hell with justice. I don't care about justice. I don't care about what's true. I don't care about what's right or wrong. Did it get me better, more money today? Okay, well, I'm about that then. And if you had the choice to get somebody off from doing something like that, you'll be like, well, we should let him off, right? And just give him some drink driving training or some alcohol training or something like that. You'll be on that. You wouldn't be on no, he has to go away. And you definitely wouldn't be on the biblical judgment for these things, would you? Some of you people wouldn't even be on refuge cities. You'd be like, but how's he gonna make music for us anymore if he's in a refuge city? Like, it's the way how some of you women glaze off these celebrities, man, it's disgusting. And then even us in our lives, right? We might, when we're just walking outside, we might be dressed a way that's more according to how the world thinks is attractive to look like, right? And the difference between how people treat you when you're dressed in those so-called nicer clothes, or if you got a chain on, right? Or if people see that you've got a nice car, right? The way how they change up and they're treating you is disgusting compared to how you brothers out there would know how you're getting treated by the same types of people when you're in your fringes. The difference between how they treat you when you're like that versus how when you're in the world way, right? Dressed and people don't know, might not necessarily know what you believe, is completely different. It's disgusting because it shows just how fake this world is, man. And then here's the thing: if people found out that somebody that's a Hebrew Israelite was a billionaire, they'd try and pretend to be on it. They'd be like, "Yo, you know what? Shalom, Ak Yahweh Basha." They'd be all upon it. Yo, so yeah, we can speak about the scriptures. They try and get you privately somewhere. Yeah, we can speak about the scriptures in a minute, but I've got this business idea that I want vitamin waters. I've got this business idea. I'm trying to start a new protein business. I've got a new clothing brand that I'd like to try and get you to invest in, if that's okay, brother. Because you know that it says that you're not supposed to let your own brother stumble. They're trying to use the scriptures against you to try and get you to give them money. They'd be all about it. Because when Yahweh Shai was breaking people off with bread and fishes, loaves and fishes, right? People was down. They were sitting in bended knee, chomping away. They were down for that, following them all around for some fish and bread, right? For some food. But did they really understand what he was doing, though? What he was talking about? Did they even understand? Did they even care about who he really said he was? Did they even care about who he was supposed to be? He was literally their Messiah, but they was more worried about fish and bread, man. Which is what some of you Jakes would be like. If we had some more, if there was some Morley's chicken stand, right? A Morley's chicken stand or a Dixie chicken stand or a Nando's, yeah? right next to every single Hebrew Israelite camp, and every time you got there and had a precept written, I mean, heard if you was there for 10 minutes, hearing precepts, you got a free chicken sandwich meal, and or let me not even get started about if there was a Popeyes chicken there, or the stereotypical places that they've poisoned you Israelites with to make you weird, right? You would be on that. You'd be on the doctrine then, fakely anyway, because there's certain Israelites that have water bottles around, right? And I've seen a video where there was an Israelite group that had water bottles, right? And an Israelite scoffer grabbed one of the water bottles off the stand and gave it to an Edomite woman. But before that, the Edomite woman asked him to get. She was literally like, I couldn't believe when I seen this shit. It was fucking pissed me off. The Edomite woman was scoffing the Hebrew Israelites, right? Then she whispered in the ear to the Israelite man that she was with, "Get me one of those waters." And he actually went and got one of the robbed one of the he robbed it. He robbed one of the water bottles, and this was over in the UK. He robbed one of the water bottles, right, from his own people and gave it to that Edomite woman that was scoffing. He robbed it. Like he never had the permission to take that bottle. He robbed it, man. And I was just thinking that how much of a coon can you be? Like the worst thing that you can be as far as cooning goes is to be a coon against being a Hebrew Israelite. Being a coon against the whole black thing is not even nowhere near as bad in my eyes as being a coon when it comes to, oh, you don't want to believe that you're a Hebrew Israelite and you want to believe that you're black. Here is the whole black thing was told by you, by the people that you so-called claim are oppressing you in a way, but then when you get told, yeah, they are oppressing you, right? But there's a reason why they're oppressing you because we did something wrong. You don't want to believe that. But some of you people that are on that black people stuff, you'll admit that we do things wrong, but then you don't want to acknowledge that there could be a spiritual judgment for it though, because you're wicked, man. Now, to a certain degree, and well, to the truest way that you can understand this, it's not their fault because they've been blinded. Yet it's still annoying because they're enemies for our sake right now. They're enemies right now, man. Verse 6, thine habitation is in the midst of the sea, and being around you Israelites makes me nerve. Like, and when I say Israelites, I'm not talking about people that believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai now, you know. I'm talking about you being around you so-called black people. It actually makes me nervous to be around you because I don't know what wickedness you're going to do, man. So I try and avoid being around you because I know how you are. You love adultery, right? You women love adultery. The amount of times Israelite women are walking down the street with their man and their eyes are just wandering, zoomed into other men's faces. It's disgusting. Smiling too. And then you're looking at them and you're thinking, you're a demon. The amount of things that you Israelite men do when you see another Israelite walking on the street, you see your own fellow people, and you just instantly start tensing up and trying to act hard now. But then when an Edomite goes past, you ain't got none of that for him. Oh, he ain't nothing. But when we go past, we're the ops though, innit? But when he goes past, oh, some of you will be like, yo, let my man pass, yo. But then when you see your own people, yo, where are you from? What's your postcode? Why are you a postman? Nah. But what's your post? Where are you from though? Why? Who are you? Are you a sat nav, bro? Where are you from? Where are you? Mate, who are you, bro? What's this geography class, bro? Where are you from? What color bandana is that? Why are you wearing a red hoodie? Why are you wearing a blue hoodie? Why are you wearing your cap twisted 45 degrees to the left? Why are you wearing your cap twisted 20 degrees to the right? Does that mean that you're from? Are you on it, bruv? Are you repping, bruv? Are you representing? Are you with it? Shut up, man. Are you with that? Are you with shutting your mouth? You wicked demons, man. And that's why I can understand why Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is gonna judge our people, man. Because we deserve it, man. The sword that's being sharpened by Esau right now is deserved to fall upon our nation. But then once he's did it, he's gonna deserve what comes after that. He's gonna deserve what he gets. We deserve as a nation what's gonna happen to us at the hands of these demons. But then they're gonna deserve what's gonna happen from our hands afterwards. That's how it's gonna go, man. They're getting ready to do what they're gonna do. Yahweh Shai is gonna return, and then we're gonna do what we're gonna do, and they're gonna deserve what they're gonna get. This is the game that's being played on the earth. This is what's going to happen, man. And you can try and make out like, no, it's not all you want. It's going to. Celebrities ain't exempt from judgment just because they made you feel good on the song. Just because you like the way how the light shined on their face when the director said, lights, camera, action. And then he got into character and said, yo, it all ends here. Or whatever his lines were. Or whatever her lines were. Or because you like how their voice sounded speaking or rapping fast or singing fast on a camera. Or because they were more photogenic than the rest of us. Oh, now if they do something wrong where they unalive somebody, oh, nah, you're praying on their downfall, mate. Why should they get a special privilege? Just because they're famous? Why should they? Because the same people that complain about that would have been complaining when the government was doing Strictly Come Dancing during the lockdowns, when there's man spinning gal around in a red dress doing a cha-cha slide, right? But you've been told stay in your house. But that weren't in their house that was happening, was it? That was a lot less than 2 meters distancing. That was millimeters. That wasn't even that distancing, how close there was chest to chest in that dance. That wasn't even less. That was not even 2 millimeters distancing that they were doing. He was all up in that dance. They was having a whale of a time. Right? They was having a whale of a time, man. And there's coming, something worse is coming in all of that. Way worse. But you, Jakes, are steady there trying to worship celebrities. The celebrities ain't told you what's coming. Them celebrities, you know these celebrity musicians when they're rapping and all these stuff, yeah. When you listen to this rap music, then most of the time they're bunning you out. When you listen to it, they're bunning you out, yet you people still worship them. They're boasting about how they've got all this money and how you ain't. They're boasting about how man's girl want me and man's girl, my, and all this. I take man's girl, blah, blah, blah. I take man's girl, blah, blah, blah. I take man's girl around the world and da, 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 and all this bullshit, right? They're talking about your girl. That's the thing that you don't understand. They're talking about your girl. And the fuck that they're talking about, the hoes that are loving them now because they're getting money. You're the hoe. For all you women out there, in case you was wondering, you're the hoe that they're talking about that wants them now because they get money, but they didn't like me when they didn't like me when I never had money. Now I'm getting money. They're all upon my almonds and all this. You're the hoe that they're talking about, man. It's you. You don't know that? You're the hoe. You're the woman that he's talking about. You thought when you was in school with him or with these rappers, a lot of you women, right? You didn't like him. Then he was like, "Nah, I gotta figure out a way to try and get a rep, you know. So I'm a shot of tens on road." And he shot at the tens on road. And now he went from having normal jeans to a bit of maybe some Evisus or whatever. And he got himself an academics or whatever the hell it was hoodie, right? And then now you see him afterwards, you're like, rah, you're getting big in the game, you know? Man's getting that bad rude boy. And then now he clapped your cheeks. And then he wrote a song about your ass. She didn't like him when I never had no money. Now she's all about my almond. You're the hoe that he's talking about, man. Just because he never said your name, it's you that he's talking about. You're the hoes, man. When Chris Brown's on the song saying these hoes ain't loyal, you're the hoe that he's talking about, man. He's talking about you. He knows that you've got a boyfriend, but when you get backstage at his show, that man becomes real transparent, translucent, invisible, non-existent. Once you get round Chris Brown, you think Chris Brown don't know you in the hoes? You think all these male musicians don't know you in the hoes? You think these male actors don't know you in the hoes? They know. You ain't fooling them. You're the hoe that these male musicians are talking about. You fans, you're the hoe, man. Don't you understand that? They've seen how you women are. You think you're tricking them when you're saying, oh, I'm single. I'm single. The man don't care, man. They don't care. They only need you to pretend to be single until he's let one off. Then afterwards, he's out, mate. You ain't seeing him again. And some of you men figure that out afterwards, and then you get disgruntled. Oh, he R-worded me. No, he never. You're a damn liar. You're a damn lie. Because the messages that you get caught sending, oh, I really love the way you lift my feet in the sky when you was there. I'd like you to come by and do it again. Nah, I'm busy. I've got a show in another town. I can't make it. Oh, he R-worded me. Yeah, right, man. Now, in some of the cases, could some of these situations have been true? In some of them. But in most of them, and in a lot of them, you women are demons. And you just worship these celebrities, right? Because you think that it's going to make you be better than you are. You ain't nothing yourself, man. As much as you people want to come and try and talk about us, and let's get this, as much as you people want to come and talk about us and say that we ain't nothing, okay, I'm not nothing. I ain't nobody in this world for nobody to try and listen to anything I got to say. All right, fair enough, man. Don't listen to it then. But just as you know this, you ain't nothing neither. So you've got the worldly things, and you can understand the worldly things, some of you, because a lot of you people that worship these celebrities and trust in all their words, you live in paycheck to paycheck, just like the people that you scoff at. Just like the people you scoff at, except we've got more of an excuse to be in this situation than you are, because we are playing by Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai's rules in a world that's against Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. You people are playing by your own rules and by whatever rules it takes to win in this world, and you still ain't winning. So what's the reason why you ain't winning? Because you're happy to do all kinds of sins to make it and still ain't made it. Some of you people literally did all the madness that some of these people did to make it, and it was like, you know what? I appreciate what you did. You did all the rituals and everything like that, but Satan's just not feeling you, mate. He just don't want you. Some of you people did it. Did all the diddy bopping that you could do, man, and still got rejected, man. You wicked ass demons, man. But anyway, 1 Corinthians chapter 1 and verse 25, because the foolishness of God is wiser than men, and the weakness of God is stronger than men. For you see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called. And that's why you people can laugh at us. That's why you people want to make skits and laugh, right? But if this same thing that you laugh at made us money, all of you people would start jumping on the bandwagon. If the same kind of videos that Hebrew Israelites push out got them 10 million views a video, and you found out that it was making money, some of you people jump on the bandwagon, and some of you people have already stole Hebrew Israelite videos and put them on your channel and monetized it and made money out of it, you demons, man. You think you're going to be judged for that? Because you are. You are going to be judged for that. And the Hebrew Israelite videos always get capped as well. They never get the chance to reach a certain amount of views for some reason. Isn't it fascinating? Isn't it fascinating, man? Only certain ones. For you see, verse 27, for God have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, so we are foolish. If we're the people that God's chosen, we are foolish. Ha ha, look at what they believe. Look how angry he's getting on camera. Ha ha ha. I bet there's a vein in it. Ha, look how funny. Ha, look, it's funny, isn't it? How angry they sound. Ha, they're just disgruntled. They're just mad that they ain't got money. How do you know? You seen our bank balance? And okay, you want to laugh and say that we ain't got money. Let's say that it's true and we ain't got money and all these things that you think makes you somebody in the world. Have you got them? Have you got them yourself? Let's focus on that. How many okay, you want to laugh at us and say that we ain't got this and we ain't got that. Okay, you don't believe this doctrine. What have you got? Is your salary more than the average salary in the country that you're from? Okay, yeah, it is. Okay, by how much? Is it twice the average salary? Is it even 1.25 times the average salary? Is it 1.5 times the average salary? I doubt it, because most people's ain't. And then let's say it is, okay, you've got twice the average salary in your country. Okay, what's that got you? How many houses do you own? One? Oh, just one. So you're laughing at these Hebrew Israelites for owning 0 houses, and you've only got 1 house. That's not really that impressive, is it? Okay, what's the house look like? How many rooms is it? Is it a 2-bedroom? Is it a 3-bedroom? Is it a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7? Have you paid off the mortgage that you're boasting about? You saying you own this house? Have you? If not, how long is it going to be until you do pay it off? Another 20 years? Another 25? How much money have you put in already? Do you know what amortization is? Do you know? Because we know as Israelites, we know that. Do you know? If you don't make all the payments, is it going to be your house then? So you can laugh at us all you want. What do you have though? You believe in this world, and what do you have from it? A job, a car on finance. If you're lucky, you're going to go on a Jet2 Villas holiday, a Jet2, nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. Okay, once a year. And then you're going to think that you made it. You're going to go on a holiday that you've had to save up for months to go on. Once a year, if that, if you're lucky, and have a car on finance. That's 2025, but your job's still the same, and now you've actually got less money, and really should have kept the lower grade car because it allowed you more disposable income, but you want to pretend like you're doing it bigger in life, so you got a better car now, which has allowed you to have less disposable money now. And if that car breaks down, as cars do, the fixtures that would have happened on the old car that you had, if the same problems happen on this new car, it might be twice the price to get it fixed. Do you have the money to fix it? You can laugh at Hebrew Israelites all you want, but what are you doing in life that's so great that you should get respect? Okay, they shouldn't get respect because they believe in Yahweh. That's what you think. Okay, why should you get respect? What are you doing that's so great that you should get some respect? What are you doing that's so grand in the world that makes you think that you're so special? Since you want to laugh at them so much, what the fuck are you doing that's so good? Being a slave to a society that destroyed your ancestors. Is that what you did that's so great, yeah? Trying to let it go. I don't care about that. I don't really care. I don't see color. Then yeah, you do. When you're picking out your outfits, you see color. Don't try and play games. You do see color. Everyone sees color, man. Even the people that are so-called colorblind, they see differences within their colorblind stuff. Everything don't look the same. Everything ain't all one shade, is it? So let's not play games, man. Let's not even dare to try and play around. And God have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the thing which are mighty. And that's why some of you people don't want to believe and rate this either. Because when you look at the people that believe it, you think you could knock all their heads off. So you look at them and you're like, them man couldn't even chat to man. That's how you think. Yo, them man, if them man even tried any of them preset Bible thing in me, I'd just back. You wouldn't do none of that neither. Because there's been people that try to make all them kind of threats, right? And some of them are in prison right now, their own self, without the men having to call the police on them. Yahweh set things up to put things into motion to make them people get jacked up, man. They didn't have to defend or say anything themselves. Yahweh did it. And he can do it to all of you people as well, man. Yahweh defends us against our open enemies and against our secret enemies. So you people ain't going to do nothing like what you think you're going to do. And even when the actual attacks do start happening, it's only going to happen because Yahweh's allowed it to happen, man. He's going to allow you people to be able to get some of your hands on us, but it's not because you've got power to actually do it. It's because he's allowed you to do it just so that he can judge you later on. But you people don't know anything about that. I'm getting tired of you people scoffing and running your mouth, man. Because the moment something goes bad, then you want to all of a sudden try and pick up a Bible. And some of you people that have scoffed the Hebrew Israelites are going to have the nerve to try and get on their videos and watch secretly, right? On their live comment shows and all that. Some of you people have know the channels to find them to scoff. And when something big goes on in the world, you always try and rush and try and hear what they've got to say, thinking you're slick. And the proof of that is that when one of the elders in Hawaii and people thought that there was going to be a nuclear situation, he had the most views, most people on his live stream that he's ever had, to the point where they took that thing that took place there and put it in a movie. They took his video and put it in the video that he did and put it in a movie, but they put it in a documentary thing, but they changed his voice around and made it sound like somebody else. They took his footage, man, and put it in a movie. It's ridiculous. So you people know where to find it, but you just like scoffing though. Verse 28, and the base things of the world, which is what you people think we are, and okay, yeah, we are then, so what? And the base things of the world, and the thing which I despise, the usual suspects, whatever you want to kind of come with, whatever you want to say, right? Have Yahweh chosen, yea, and the thing which are not, these men are nothing. Okay, if you say so. But some of the people that you people scoff at have got a better life than you, and you're never going to know about it, and if you did find out about it, you people are so sick in the head, right, that you're trying to ruin their position. That's how evil you people are. If you found out that some of these people had a better job than you try and call it their job, which some of you people have already did. You try and call it their job. You try and ruin their business. You try and ruin whatever it is that they have that is better than what you've got, right? To try and get them fired because you people are sick in the head, man. And I'm talking about you Israelites that don't believe you Israelites, you so-called black people in particular. You'll try and ruin it because you're wicked as hell. You'll be like, nah, how dare they have a better thing going on than me when they believe this doctrine? I'm trying to make them lose it. And then I'm going to, once they've lost it, laugh about how poor they are. But I'm the one that's actually made them be like that now. That's what you'd want to do. Because you're sick in the head. But then if it's your favorite celebrity that's actually really did something wrong, you would want to defend them because you've got some problems, man. You got some serious problems that you need to figure out, man. Some of you scoffers, you've got to understand why you hate the idea of being an Israelite so much. Why do you love the idea of being black? Even though when you look at your hand, it's brown. When you look at your face, it's brown. You love the idea of being black, but you hate the idea of being an Israelite. Why? Why is that? How did you become so lost in this cold world that you believe that now? What is wrong with you? Are you ever going to wake up, man, to who you really are? Are you ever going to really see it? Are you ever going to really realize that all the things that you're experiencing that are negative is because you're an Israelite and are trying to run away from it? This world did a number on a lot of you Israelites, man. It did a number on you, and you're not going to realize until the day of the Lord's here, and then you're going to figure out, man, them guys were telling the truth.